What is up, gamers? This is That PlayStation Gamer. Today we're talking about the Xbox ROG Ally, aka I really have no interest in this device at all. Like, listen, man, if you can't sell me on an Xbox console, traditional console, why would I be sold on an Xbox handheld that just really at the end of the day is just another Steam Deck competitor? Like, listen, man, I get it. If you are into handhelds, you love this space, you love this little cut of gaming. By all means, don't let me freaking bring you down. Don't let me sit there and go, oh, this is poopy. You shouldn't buy. Like, at the end of the day, it's your money. Spending your money the way you want to spend it. But I'm being fair here. I am looking at this from a customer standpoint of, okay, sell me on this. To quote a great movie, sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen.
Like, at the end of the day, do I think the Xbox ROG Ally is a bad device? No. From what I could tell, from every preview I've listened to, from This Is, Austin Evans, to Linus Tech Tips, to a few other YouTubers, this does sound like a device that, if you are in this circle, you want to, you're looking for like kind of like that next step for Xbox, while at the same time being a handheld, this is it. This is one of those devices you should probably want to pick up. But I'm going to say this right now. This is not an Xbox. It's not an Xbox in the sense that Microsoft made it. It's a Xbox it's an Xbox in the sense of branding. Because it is called a Xbox ROG Ally. But from what I could tell, it's a ROG Ally with Xbox branding, and that's it. Now, one of the cool things about this device is that you will be able to play your Xbox games from, Xbox Game Store or whatever they have, and Steam. That means in this one device, you can play both your Xbox games and your PlayStation games next to each other. You can have God of War installed right next to Gears of War, which is a pretty crazy thought. Unfortunate, though, I don't think this is a selling point like people think it is. Because I could do that for Steam Deck, and those are more massively available and cheaper too. Because other thing we got to talk about is there's no price for this thing yet. And we know Microsoft likes to make you pay for a premium when it comes to stuff like this. And we know the last ROG Ally was not cheap by any stretch of imagination. I personally feel that this thing will be over $100. And to the mass consumers out there, the mass casual consumer, that's a deal breaker. Why would they buy that if they could just go get a Steam Deck or get a decent gaming PC for $800 and have more freedom than the ROG Ally Xbox offers? It's a fair point. Or hell, if you wanted to play the PlayStation game so bad, why not just go buy a PlayStation? Or again, a Steam Deck or a PC. That's kind of the problem here. It's like, this is an item that's cool in concept, but overall, yeah, you just not really for everyone. Now, granted, like I said, I don't think this is an item made for everyone. I don't think this is a thing that's going to sell 100 million units, for example. I think this thing would be lucky to sell 2 million units. And we even saw that with Steam Deck. Much as people were hyping up the Steam Deck, at the end of the day, it only sold so many. Because, one, it was not massively available to the public like a Nintendo Switch is. And two, not everyone's just in that space. Not everyone likes the handheld gaming. Personally, I bought a PlayStation Portal, and I'm fine with that. But at the same time, kind of wish Sony would make their own handheld. But at the same time, I feel like that if they made their own handheld, it's like, I don't know how to feel. So, at the end of the day, do I think the ROG Ally is a cool idea? Yes. Is it a day one buy for me? Hell no. Is it something that I would be interested in if I had the money for it? No, because I just get a gaming PC then. Problem solved. Like, because I feel like we need to kind of talk about this idea of playing games anywhere. Well, I think this sounds like a great idea on paper. How many of us really, when we go out, want to hunk around a freaking Nintendo Switch or a ROG Ally or a PlayStation Portal or whatever? Like, how many of us are really going out in the world and saying, yes, I want to take my gaming on the go? Now, listen, if you want to take your gaming on the go because you're like on a family trip or something, then I get it. But the way a lot of people talk about this whole handheld stuff is like, if you were just like, you're just leaving your backpack and then, you forgot about it. And it's like, oh, I'm kind of bored. I'm on my lunch break. Let me play some PlayStation Portal. It's like, that sounds cool. But how many of us would actually do that? How many of us on our lunch break would seriously sit there and say, hey, instead of focusing on finishing the salad and, eating my lunch, let me play some Xbox games now. It's like, just being honest, I don't think a lot of people do that. Like, I'm not saying there aren't people that do it, but I don't think there's a lot of people who do it. I think this idea of taking games anywhere we go sounds great, but then it comes into the question, why not just bring your console? If you're on a family trip and you're, going to check out hotels and anything, why wouldn't you just bring your console with you if you want to play games on the go so bad? Like, I don't know, it's this whole weird paradoxical thing because I'm being real. I don't leave the house very fucking often. I'm an introvert. But it's like, I don't get why anyone would want to take their console when they're on a family trip. Isn't the point to be on a family trip to get away from everything else, to stop spending time on the screen and spend time with your family instead? Just saying. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think about the Xbox ROG Ally? What do you think of handheld gaming? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube other than BS. Bye.